Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony. This is running, which I forgot to mention in the previous game. If you hold down the B button, then yeah, you can run. There's no need for sprint shoes, which don't exist in this mod. And also, this is a cupcake, because reasons. Uh-oh. Got a real weirdo on my hands here. Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot to mention last time, if you want to play along, or you want to play the game, you know, even without playing along for that matter, then, well, there's going to be a link to download it in every single video, in the video description, that is. So, anywho, dude, who I just now realized is kind of on the short side, is staring at us. Yeah, what's up, dude? Oh? Sounds like a personal problem, or a unicorn problem, anyway. The heck? Oh. Well, Mysterious, or perhaps not so mysterious. As we get Twilight Sparkle, or Twily, or as I'm going to call her once again, Twy. Every pony does. Really? You've witnessed this before? Uh-oh. They found us. I'm a unicorn, will I do? Oh. What the heck is the Crystal Empire? I have amnesia! I have no idea! Oh, yeah? No. Let's go meet our fate. Oh. No, guess not. But anywho, we have Twilight Sparkle. Once again, I can't do anything with her equipment. I mean, I could remove it if I wanted to, but it wouldn't do much good. So, version 2.0. There are changes about, which I might as well talk about now. First and foremost being changes to overall stats for most characters. Well, actually, everyone has some kind of changes. Twilight here, as you can see on screen, she's been buffed for the most part in pretty much every category except for her physical defense, which is nice. There are reasons for these kind of buffs. Not everyone, I mean, some characters actually got nerfed slightly, but there are reasons for this, which will become apparent later. And also, maybe less noticeable is the fact that our HP and MP are also a little bit higher than they were in the previous game, or previous version, excuse me. So there is that. In the meantime, oh, that ends the music going into the menu there, but alrighty, I could push Twy into the front row, but it's not really necessary right now. And also, Zap Apple hidden in the wall. Technically, I think there's like sprint shoes or something in the wall here in Final Fantasy VI, but they're in such a position that you can't possibly get them, or some weird thing. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should have just hidden behind the house for a while and then waited for the heat to die down, but we're gonna go into the mines, where we can get into random encounters, same ones as we could get into before. And we also get what, well, in this version at least, is our first save point. Nah, it's easy enough. Basically, just stand on one of these, then open up the menu, and we can save. Yay! Simple enough. May want to save often. Let's see, we got some new enemies here. The Rogue, who we can easily kill, or not the Rogue, that's the Pink Cloud, whom we can easily kill with just that. They are immune to electricity, so don't use our bolt against them. The Rogue, actually, yeah, why not? We have plenty of MP. This area is pretty short, so easy enough to kill them like that, although they will often get a last hit in, which is why I want to stay in the back. I think it takes like 2 or 3 hits while you're in the back row to kill them, so... See, also, we have our first treasure here, but let's see... And now I've learned why I shouldn't have made the F keys the start and stop buttons for the recording. Because I basically stopped recording from this point on. Anyway, what I wanted to say is there's coffee in here, which is this game's version of the Phoenix Down. Recovers, I'm not sure, I think it's like 10% of your HP or something like that, but... In any case, well, this could be pretty useful, and I also have refreshers that I got from somewhere. This is an in-battle-only recovery item that cures the blind, mute, and poison status. Not that I really ever end up using them, oddly enough. And, oh yeah, the Zap Apple fully restores HP. I'll basically be saving those for later. And this is the elixir of the game, restores HP and MP. But I want to put the coffee back, because if I wait till a much later point in the game, I can get a much more useful item. Even though the coffee would be useful right now, but... Anyway, we get the were-rats. These guys take 2 hits each for Twi while she's in the back, so I'm just going to bolt the crap out of them. Boom. And Twi gained a level, and learned the Wrath spell already. Not too useful at this point in the game, it just... eliminates MP from an enemy. Like, not all of it necessarily, depending on their magic defense and all that, but this is really useful later on in the game against certain enemies that will automatically die if their MP reaches 0 via any means besides using it themselves. So, anyway. Let's see, let's do that again. We get another refresher, but I'm going to put it back so that I can get something a little bit better later on. Now over here, we can see something that looks kind of like a door, but we're not going to be able to do anything with that for now, so we'll just keep on moving along. Got quite a bit of money and whatnot out of all this so far. Forget exactly how much we start with, but yeah, a little too much to get to the next level, so we'll just keep on going. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh! Actually, that landing looked not too hard compared to what you might think, but, oh, well, apparently it knocked her out anyway. But it may have knocked some sense into her, as she's suddenly having this little flashback here with, well, some character technically she knows, but because amnesia, she has no idea who this is. How did you get captured anyway? I don't think they ever go into deep detail about that. And this is the incident that Snips and Snails were talking about. Like the rumor or whatever it was. Which they're not too specific about, unlike the original Final Fantasy VI, where I think it was she killed like 50 soldiers in 3 minutes or something like that, but... yeah, they don't get specific in this mod. All 3 of those characters look kind of familiar, and... Return of the King? New powers? It doesn't seem like those 3 should be supporting that guy, but... well, maybe we'll find out more about that later. Actually, the character on the far right doesn't look quite so familiar, but maybe we'll learn more about that too. Meanwhile... hey! I miss anything? What? Goose Chase? Ah yes, former guard of the Crystal Empire and loyal to his princess, always ready for a fight. It is the mighty Flash Magnus! Oh, wait, no, it's the other Flash. Well, it's not like it's that difficult to mix them up or anything. I mean, they do have similar color schemes and all. It's just one of them has blue hair and the other one has red. So, well, heck, even the official comics screwed up at least once, because in, what was it? Legends of Magic issue 11, there was a single panel where they accidentally called Flash Magnus Flash Sentry. So, and I don't think Flash Sentry has ever actually appeared in the comics, even in the Equestria Girls annuals so far. So, yeah, there's no gooses about it. I chase geese, because gooses is not plural. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. No one hates me. But seriously, Flash actually is a really good character. He's probably one of the most useful throughout the early and mid-game, honestly, which is a nice improvement over Locke, who is forced into your party so much, despite how relatively unremarkable he is. Oh, really? Was she cute? Oh, her! Oh, well. Even though technically the Empire's supposed to be in the north, but not so much in this mod. Oh. They mind controlled her. We kind of already know that. It's like, alright, I'm on it. Yeah, take the door you just came through to get there. I'm guessing he must have, like, flown up onto the bridge or something back there. I don't know. I can fly, but just for this one moment. Because plot reasons. Uh-oh. You know, technically we're both the good guys. But you're not going to listen to reason right now after they kind of, well, came through and, well, didn't really destroy your town, but you tried to stop them, so they killed some ponies. Hey. Uh-oh. That probably isn't a good thing. We've never really formally met, but I know your name anyway. I could use your help, Pinkies? That might not be good. But in any case, hey, Spike! I like the fact that he gets these little explanatory roles throughout the game, instead of the, well, imps or a couple other things that happen as well, but Mog also got some of these explanations. Nah. I can do it easily enough. Here we've got Flash, who's with, not so much Pinky, but 3 Pinky clones, Peppy, Pronky, and Pee-Pee. I'm going to put Flash in the back. And not so much the Pinkies, though. Because, well, besides the fact that they all have, well, they're all identical, except for one Pinky who's in the next party, but they all come with short-range equipment, the Iron Claw. One big old change in version 2.0 is that claws all now have an innate counterattack rate, which is a reason why some characters are going to remain in the front row, because that's pretty darn useful throughout a lot of the game. So yeah, they're going to stay there. Flash, on the other hand, he actually doesn't even have very good equipment right now. But yeah, for some reason he doesn't even have a shield. But he comes with the weapons or tools command, and also just for him coming into the party, he brings the auto crossbow with him, which is a really nice infinite use weapon. Also, he's 2 levels above the party average of, well, Twilight's level of 5. So that's nice. Otherwise, over here, press Y to change between parties. We got Pinky, Pranky, Pecky, and Picky. Pinky is the only one who's actually different from the other Pinkies, and also comes with the party command, where she, well, already knows a party theme, the winter wrap-up, which is Ice Elemental. Yeah, that's not an end-of-the-game thing anymore. These have been rearranged a little bit from version 1.0. I believe they only have 3 moves apiece instead of 4, which makes them a little bit more useful. They're a little bit more condensed, and you don't have a bunch of moves that check for instant death protection in every single theme this time around, which is nicer for bosses. So these are quite a bit more useful. Plus, the other big change to the game that I haven't mentioned yet is that actually pretty much all the enemies in the game have had their defenses nerfed a little bit, because they were buffed a lot for version 1.0, and it made certain defense-ignoring moves later in the game just obscene compared to literally anything else you could use. So, yeah, that has been changed, so abilities like the party themes are much, much more useful than they were in 1.0, so that's another nice thing. Now, Pinky here starts with some, well, actually pretty darn good equipment, especially the thick splint. Changed from I think it was the steel splint from the previous game, which normally Pinky cannot equip, though that was true of various characters in the original Final Fantasy as well, who came equipped with, I think it was like a bandana or something like that, and they normally couldn't equip it. Setzer and Shadow both, if I remember correctly. I'm going to remove those and actually give the thick splint to Flash Sentry for the time being. And then the last party, we have Punky, Porky, Panky, and Peppy. Say that 3 times fast. Who are all just very, well, basic Pinkies. They do not have any differences in their equipment like all the other Pinkies. I will not be using this party at all. Normally, I would save Flash's party for last, but because he can't actually steal at this point, because he will be able to eventually, I'm going to go ahead and have him take on all these guys first, just because, well, just for the sake of getting some extra experience points, because I might as well. Now, these guys, the Vamamoths, because we're at level 6, they are going to be able to use the Blizzard ability now, and they are almost guaranteed to use it first turn. Not quite, but they will frequently get it off. In my now lost footage, I actually managed to only get hit by that like 3 times in all this. I managed to outspeed him several times. I don't even know how I managed to do that, but I won't be showing off every single battle here. Go Flash! Yeah, that counterattack kind of comes in handy because, yeah, we can just hit immediately after. So it's very useful in the early and mid game. Go, oh right, go Pinkies! Alright, I didn't get hit by Blizzard. Every single one of these battles is the same, by the way. Alright, just a few more of these guys to go. Another battle without getting hit by Blizzard. Ooh, we got a preemptive strike, which means that I don't have to worry about that at all. Nice! Go, Pinkies, go! Alrighty, I got through all of these guys. Heck, I could almost fight the boss with this party, but I'm not going to because, well, we have lost quite a bit of HP already. Am I gonna get this Vamamoth before he attacks again? Wow. I've never made it with this much HP at the end. I could heal up with apples, but I do want Pinky to take this on, even though I think we do get a little bit of experience points for this next one, but Pinky does this a lot better. Plus, she will learn a new party theme simply for being in the caves there. I can't talk to Flash, but alright, let's take on the Guard Captain. Now, unfortunately, the Guard Captain is going to start using nastier moves once I take out both the Timberwolves, but I don't really have much of a choice in that regard because the Pinkies are going to counterattack whatever the Wolves do, like all 4 of them will. So, well, Pinky won't, but yeah, they're gonna basically counterattack the whole time, so, or Pinky is gonna get some multi-target ability there and wipe them out, so it's, oh, I heal. Sweet, let's kill one of them! That's a rare move right there. See, net, that's the stop spell. Winter on Pinky! Yeah, they're gonna die eventually no matter what. Snowball, that cuts HP in half. He has protection from instant death, so it's not gonna affect him, because that ability checks for that. But the Pinkies are so strong, they don't really care anyway. Oh, I guess I could have put Pinky in the back row, but... Come on, Pinky! Maybe I should have just had her fight. Oh well, that fight's easy enough anyway. If I could steal at this point, I believe I can steal an iron sword from that guy, which would be a little better right now, but it's no big deal. And we get a new party theme, which is a, well, technically Earth Elemental, but I think the moves are all actually non-elemental. Anyway, it's kind of surprising this is the only point in the game where Pinky is forced into your party. Yeah, Pinkies. I owe you one. Or actually almost a dozen ones because, well, you know, there's kind of 11 of you. Anyway, walking automatically there. Just set you on the cold ground and flip this switch that might do what I think it's about to do. Hey! Did you get hurt much? Yeah, we'll go with that, even though it was actually the Pinkies. Well, actually, Flash did do most of the work this time around, but he did depend a lot on the Pinkies. I do? No one ever says that! Oh, yeah, we did only meet the one time and all that, so... Yeah, I'm Bless Entry. Everyone calls me Flash. Oh, yeah, well, it's not gonna come back all at once. That probably would be kind of scary for you, honestly. Trust me, I'm a guard. Oh, a castle in the desert? What's it doing in the desert? What do you do, Flash? Like flex your muscles or something? Anyway, Flash automatically runs to the right there and... Oh, hey! Cheerilee, is that you? Oh. Sure, sounds good. There's reasons to go in there. Next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy VI version 2.0, which I think I forgot to say earlier. But, whatever. Arrivederci!